And off the top at 6, breaking news from Hampton: gunfire in broad daylight and a violent crash to follow.
Tonight, the search is on for whoever opened fire in a neighborhood this afternoon. A man is clinging to life after this mid-afternoon shooting.
Details continue to come in by the hour on this latest act of violence. It came in around 2 this afternoon from the intersection of Kickotan Road and Lee Street. When police got there, they found much more than a shooting victim. Our Aaron Kelly is live now with what we know tonight. Aaron?
Well, we talked to a man who says he stopped. He pulled over when he saw 2 cars that appeared to be involved in a crash. One of those cars getting towed right now. He says that he tried to help the gunshot victim, who tonight we know is suffering from serious injuries. James Williams says he found 2 cars on Kickotan Road Wednesday afternoon that looked like they'd been involved in a crash. But he later discovered it was more than that when he found a man in this silver car.
So I come around to the passenger side and I seen him lifted up his shoulder. He said he was shot in his arm, and seen where he was shot, and got a towel wrapped around him, got it compressed to stop bleeding. And I happened to notice it was bleeding real bad down his shirt, so I pulled his shirt up and he had a gunshot wound into his chest.
Police say the man in the silver car was trying to get away from the shooting when the crash happened, and the people in the black car had nothing to do with the shooting. A woman in that car did have to go to the hospital. Williams says he kept talking to the gunshot victim until police arrived.
I asked him if he knew who did it twice, and he didn't know who shot him, and just asked him a couple questions, make sure he was coherent, he knew exactly where he was and what was going on, but yeah, he's in pretty bad shape.
Police are still working to find out where the shooting happened.
I'm gonna go home and talk to my kids. Look, this stuff is serious. This is real. This is happening in this world, in this area. You got to watch what you're doing. It's not safe.
And police have not released any information about suspects. If you know something about this case, call the crime line. Live in Hampton tonight, Aaron Kelly, 10 on your side.
And this comes just days after a homicide Saturday night on Bright Street in Hampton. That's where someone shot 20-year-old Antoine St. Lawrence. And just hours after Hampton's police chief told city council that violent crime is down for the year. In fact, the city tweeted this out, saying the chief told council those types of crimes are down a little more than 3% and that progress is being made. Back in May, he told us he was seeing an increase in violent crime. Here's how he explained the change.
We didn't have quite as good a positive outlook when we talked last in May, when we were seeing still seeing some surges in crime across the board. But there's been a lot of hard work done, a lot of good police work, a lot of community collaboration, that we're starting to see some progress. And let's make sure that we're telling the truth here, that this is progress, it's not a solution.
Compared to the same time frame last year, the number of homicides has gone up by 4. Keep an eye out for updates on this shooting between newscasts and anytime on wavy.com.